Hello? I think I'm gonna find out. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find out. Okay. Videos. Ha! Live. Okay. Do you know what's coming? Here we go. Stream test! Testing the stream test! Wow, wow, woo! Stream test! Testing the stream test! Wah, wah, wah!
None of your
Woo.
speakers are on.
Oh.
Where's your
Testing the stream test! Wah, wah, wah! Stream test! Testing the stream test!
Wow, 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 woo! Okay.
Look at all those. Look at all those dogs. Look at all those dogs.
I know. And
Stream test!
each one gets a little bit darker.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm muting it. And so what are we actually doing today, Alex Amzela?
Playing Minecraft. Of course, it has to Podia.
But we're paying
Pocket
Right.
Edition.
Pocket Edition.
Oh no, Dad.
What?
Problem.
What's wrong? Oh, we're red. Well, you're still streaming. I'll quit extra stuff.
Oh yeah, quit extra stuff. I'm opening the world. Wow, wow, wow. Testing the diary. I'm in the world. Ah! Right. Oh no. Zombie. I'll fix that. Die right. Fix that. Why didn't you just walk in? I can't even fix it until I make myself a pickaxe. I'm finding.
Okay, I've quit everything I can quit. Hopefully it'll catch up soon. I still see us, just low quality.
Okay.
Okay.
No.
Am I joining the world too?
Yes, you are.
Okay, I'm coming.
Mom, where are you?
Okay, I want to check.
Mom.
Oh. Okay, I've got everything I can quit. Hopefully it'll catch up soon. I still see us. Turn on the sound in your.
I can't. I can't out of that stream.
That was with the other thing. Check your controls. See.
Where are you? Mom.
Yeah, it's all the way up, and you're not on mute.
I can't get off. I was on you, but I can't get off. It's yellow.
Okay.
Green again.
Okay, we're gonna stop and start real quick. Oh, I also. Duh. Okay, there's the sound.
It's yellow. Green again.
Okay, we're gonna stop and start
I'll
real quick.
go and oh no. You never hit the button to make it live.
Duh. Okay, there's the sound. To hit, make what live?
To make my screen back live. Just
Oh,
add
it's still under
question
pressure.
mark.
Oh, but now you fixed it. Where are you going? Oh, it's still under pressure. Oh, but now you fixed it. Where are you going? You know, this isn't the right shape. I'm squeezed. But that's okay. I look thinner than I really am, maybe? I don't know. No, I don't know. You know, this isn't working. Okay, I gotta turn off my volume here. I'm squeezed. That's okay. I look thinner than the way up, maybe. There we go. Okay, now let's test. I just want to see the Zoom game.
I just told Mom we were streaming.
Do something that makes a sound and make sure I can hear it.
I just told Mom we were streaming.
Do something that makes a sound and make sure I can hear it.
Whoa.
Okay. We can hear it, but please. Just a bit.
Woo.
We
Woo.
can hear it.
Why didn't we put a chest in a chest? We could have just placed it in a chest.
Okay, now I get to join the world too. Finally. And I'm going to turn this down. Okay, mine.
Whoops.
Oh, I just turned it.
Iron! Exactly what I was looking for.
Oh, mine. I think mine. Oh. Why can't I see you? You're on Wi-Fi and connected to Mom, right?
Yeah.
Why can't I'm not seeing you? Okay, I'm gonna force quit Minecraft and try.
I was disconnected.
Uh-oh.
But I think it might have been just a simple timeout thing.
Okay.
So I'm joining again. At least I'm trying.
Oh, I see her now.
Press
Good thing I didn't close the game.
return or controller D-pad right to open chat.
Okay. I should. Where are your headphones?
Last time I saw
Mom
them.
is using them on her computer.
I was disconnected again.
Oh, I know.
0% sugar. I don't believe that.
I know where my headphones are. From
Cannot
my
join
phone.
mode.
This is going well so far.
This code in a different device. That is not possible. Because Dad is not using my account, and I am not even signed in there, so it doesn't matter. Uh, flying pillager. Now can you work? Now can you work? Now can you work? Now will you work? Screen again! Screen again! Now will it work? Now will it work? Pushing.
Press T
Let's
to
work.
return, or
Let's
controller D-pad right.
Setmo left the game.
What? I had just got here.
Setmo joined the game.
So what are we doing in this world? Do we have a mission?
I'm currently. Setmo left the game.
I'm in the game right now. He said this is a world I've never been in. I certainly don't recognize it.
Ah! Come on! Bro, make those nuggets back. Dad,
Yes?
I have a sword that you can use.
Okay, where are you?
Down in the mines.
Which is inside one of these houses?
Nope.
No? Where's the mine?
The mine is the whole end of the hill.
What?
The hill that's right next to you.
Oh, I see.
Wait, Setmo? Why are you Alex?
Have I lost my skin?
Go back to yourself.
What do you mean?
Go into.
Inventory? Yeah, I see Alex there.
No, go into the pause button and then change your skin. Hit pause button.
I did. Is this one me?
What one? Let me see. Let me see. Yes, that's you.
Setmo has changed from Alex skin to custom skin.
Okay, better?
Yeah.
It's a different skin than what I have on the computer.
Same with mine. Dad,
Yeah?
wait.
I was putting down the
I was
skin.
giving you the sword.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I'm up here. I might as well just put this blast furnace I have here. What?
You have it on, I look weird.
What?
I just, I look fine now. You've got it on like a wide angle view, so like it gets really distorted. Like, see how the Setmo's so distorted? Anyway, I'm just not used to it. You like your thing on a really wide angle, and I put mine much less. Okay, down I go.
No, there really is something I need to improve my computer skill. Come on, Dad. Wait a minute.
See both of us.
I think our jacket, well, whatever we're wearing, is the same brand. Same.
Oh,
Our coats.
okay, yeah.
Mine is a different color and has the A for Alex, and you have the O for Setmo.
Right, the Setmo. Oh.
Yeah, Setmo O.
We gotta take that sign you made me for Christmas and hang it up somewhere.
We also have to fix it.
What happened to it?
Part of the O fell off.
When did that happen?
I have no idea.
Where is it?
The sign is in Mom's office. I do not know where the rest of the O is. Wait, where are you
Bedrock.
going?
I'm at the bedrock.
Come up here.
Okay, coming. Yes.
One. going to see Mom. Do you have any iron, Mom? Do you have any iron?
Me? Oh, you're talking about.
If you have iron, give it to me. I'm near the lava, and I'm trying to get to you with Setmo.
The stream is like a minute behind or something, so it'll be a while till she hears.
I'm coming up the waterfall. If you're still watching. Are you keeping track of the chat?
Yes, nobody has said anything yet. And I believe the only people watching are me and Mom. But you never know.
Oh, iron. Probably shouldn't do this.
Oh, you know, I see on YouTube right now there's another Minecraft live stream going on right now by somebody called Bix Toy Cat. And it's shearing all the leaves from a forest because it's 1 a.m. So he's just, well, it is wherever he is, or she. They're just going through a forest, shearing all the leaves. That sounds like something fun.
Which would but it would also take.
There are 1,700 people watching them do it.
Maybe some people should go over to my house too. Hopefully the chat on the other one isn't overlapped.
Yeah.
Ah! Ah! Skeleton! 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 Skeleton and spider! Skeleton and spider! Skeleton and spider! Why isn't Mom collecting the ores? Why isn't Mom collecting the ores? Skeleton! Skeleton! Spider with skeleton!
Let's see. Both of your camera pads far, far in the distance through rock.
Oh, I don't need that.
Ow.
Trying to get to you. Oh! I don't need it now. Whoops.
I found you!
Setmo left the game.
Disconnected from server.
I found you! Disconnected from server. Ah. Good job,
Setmo
Daddy.
joined the game.
You know, we
Good
can only
job.
see half your head because you keep getting lower and lower in the chair. You know, it says press T, return, or control or D-pad to open chat. But none of those really apply. It's hit the chat button in the interface. Okay, where are you guys now?
Probably should.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Alex MZOW. Where'd Mom get her skin? Did you make that too?
Yeah, I made it.
Very nice. So we're all wearing Alex MZOW custom skins.
Yeah. You just swing your sword at Mom.
Oh.
I made my skin, Amy's skin, Dad's skin, and Mom's skin.
Do I have a mission other than just sit here watching you? Oh, Adolfo's here. Hello, Adolfo.
Of course, Adolfo's here. Minecraft! Pocket Edition! Woo!
Setmo left
Sorry
the
for the low
game.
quality again
Setmo
today.
left the
Our
game.
network's going really slow for some reason.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Dad!
What?
You're not supposed to do that.
Do what?
I'm fixing something. You best could
Setmo
here,
joined the game.
So I'm clicking back here, so my phone can't.
Oh, okay. He's got Terraria up on his computer over here with like this farm thing he built that's just constantly collecting stuff.
Yeah, constantly collecting gel and hooks from skeletons and slimes.
Ah. Just get out again. Get back in.
Setmo left the game.
No! Ha! 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 Ha!
Setmo joined the game. Setmo was slain by
What?
Wilexixalaw.
What?
It
What?
was a creeper! I was trying to hit the creeper, but I hit
Oh
you.
no. I spawned right next to a creeper!
No!
No! No!
No! No!
It blew a big hole next to your house. But I don't think it damaged your actual house. Oh wait, it did. The cow's leaving. The cow's leaving your house, and I have no materials or anything because I just spawned.
Yeah, I don't know how that cow got there. I mean, I was just spending some time out of the world, and I came back, and that cow was in my house.
I don't know. This is a zombie too. I'm gonna ignore the loose cow and hole in your wall and.
Hole in my wall!
That's how the cow got out.
Why couldn't it just keep the door?
It's your fault for killing me, so I would spawn right next to a creeper.
It's Mom's fault. She didn't turn it onto peaceful mode, so the creeper wouldn't be there.
Yeah, that's it. Now, I don't even know how to get back to you guys, because I'd gone a long way through oh, there are your gamer tags. I see your gamer tags. And now I have to figure out how to get to it.
I see yours too. Wait, that's Bob. I see yours too.
This way?
Oh, you're lucky. You're unlucky. Because you're spending all this time coming down here or just to get back up to me, or down to me. But I was just about to head out.
Get up the waterfall.
You know, once I was mining iron, and I chose to stand on top of the iron while mining it. So I dug one block of iron, whoop, I fell down one block, I dug the other block of lava, then he fell right into, zombie! I thought you were a zombie. You shouldn't do that again.
Oh, I know.
What?
Well, there's something I did on the other thing that. Let's see. Oh, there's no choice here. Okay, never mind.
What were you trying to do?
I thought there was something I could do to lower the resolution of what we were trying to speed to keep the quality a little bit better, but
There isn't.
it doesn't look like there is on the iPad when we're streaming the iPad.
Once we were streaming with higher resolution or something, it just had this game show thing.
Yeah.
Getting big.
Wait, where? There you go.
What's that? Sitting.
I should ignore you. Huh. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Mom! You're near! You're near! You're near! Whoop! 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 Do you hear me? Whoop! 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 You must hear me! Whoop! 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 Whoop!
not sure if Adolfo is here again, but the quality issues we're having live, once you get the recorded version later, it should be a lot better, I think. Anyway, sorry.
Oh, I'm starving! Oh, great. I'm starving to death, and I have no food but spider eye, rotten flesh, and I don't have enough wood to make a crafting table so I can make bread, so I'm just gonna eat the rotten flesh, and that I should save it for dogs once I get dogs, but made me sick. Spider. Made me sick!
Nice if you to only. Oh no, I'm on fire! I'm on fire! I'm on fire! No! No! No!
Walexixalos says food.
Food. Okay, I'm no longer on fire. But I was gonna say, it was nice of you to give me a sword but no mining equipment.
Setmo was slain by
What?
Walexixalos.
Did you just kill me? Okay, I guess now that I'm on the surface, I'll cut some trees down and get some mining.
Walexixalos says food.
That is not food! It's a diamond! It's not food. Food!
Can't you use the diamond to buy food?
Walexixalos says food.
Food! Da da da! It said.
You forgot the...
I have my narration on, so it was reading me what you said.
You forgot the cuts, too. Left. I have to get back up. I'm gonna die if I don't. Dying is bad. Very, very bad. Yeah. If I die, oh, I won't be able to record any more videos. Whoa! Ah! No. Swim away from me. Dad,
Yeah?
I require assistance.
I'm mining trees.
Cutting down trees.
Yeah, that. Do you have, like, crafting tables and stuff in the house?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. I need help.
Like, help? Okay, I do have a sword. Okay, I got my sword and I'm cutting down.
Help!
What? Nothing behind you.
Help! Berries! Take the berries!
Did you just starve to death?
No, I walked into the berry bush.
It pricked you? What a way to die!
Thank you, berries! Hole in my wall!
It's your fault killing me and spawning me next to a creeper.
I was like, thank you, berries! Dad,
Yeah?
you're getting the wood necessary to rebuild my wall.
I have 13 logs. Do you want them?
You have to rebuild. And don't say you don't know how it was. You can just copy the other side.
Oh, I'm getting pricked by the pricker bushes too.
Don't worry, I know a way to get you off of them. Woohoo! Dad,
What?
fixed my house properly.
I don't have another cobblestone.
No, a log goes there. Not cobblestone.
A log goes there?
Yeah, look on the other side.
Um,
The log is the wrong angle.
is that better?
Oh, that's worse.
There we go. Perfect.
Fix it.
Better?
Yes. Now fix the rest of my wall.
I need a crafting table
Why?
to make planks.
How do you get the crafting table without making planks?
I have no idea.
By making planks.
No. I have planks now. Oh, those weren't the planks.
I have planks now. Oh, there's one. Oh, great! I didn't even make what I was down there to make.
There you go. I fixed your wall.
Good. Now give me all your wood. 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 Give me all your wood.
Working on it. There. In there.
Take that.
All your wood is belong to us.
I put the
You know,
diamond.
over here on the live stream, you're still down in the caves.
I put a diamond in the barrel. Don't take it.
Okay.
And harvest those berries.
Harvest the berries. Single tap.
Yeah, just tap.
Ow! They hurt me.
When you walk into them, just tap them. Tap the ones with the berries.
We're trying.
I'm trying. Nice.
Just be trapped to kill your pig.
No. Pig! No! 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 Pig! Pig! No! No! Thank Piggy.
Pig's running away.
Thank Piggy.
Did you stop the pig from running into the berry or something?
I accidentally knocked into the berry and helped it out. It's... Ow! Ow!
Let's see where the live stream is for a second. That was him screaming in the live stream. What just happened?
Painful! Painful! Painful!
Oh no, it's dark. Where are the beds? We have beds in our houses at least?
And one of them.
This one has no roof. Lovely sleep. Except nobody else is sleeping.
Which bed did you steal? My bed?
I don't know, I just clicked the first one I saw.
What color?
White.
That's my bed!
Yours isn't the gray one?
Mom's is the gray one.
Wait.
Go!
Then both white ones are yours?
No, there's one white one. One gray one.
There's two white ones and one gray.
I just need another white I just got the wood to make another bed.
And it's already there. So you destroy the one that was there?
Hey, no. Give me the white bed.
I don't have to wait.
Oh. Nice, pretty flowers.
Why did you destroy the one bed and not put it back? Because there were 3 beds, just enough for all of them. Of course, Molly's not going to sleep anyway. Sheep? What are you doing?
Oh.
Walexxla says sleep.
But there's only 2 beds.
Setmo is sleeping in a bed. To skip to dawn, all players need to sleep in beds at the...
Bed.
Put my bed back then.
Duh.
I'm red?
Yeah, I'm white.
Okay.
Walexxla says mom.
The live stream is like several minutes behind, so you should tell her to sleep in the chat. Because she won't hear you saying it for a couple more minutes. What?
What have I been doing the whole time?
Well, it just said that we were sleeping.
That's all the way back when I still had the diamond in my inventory?
Yeah.
Which is before you patched up my wall completely.
Well, there's the patched up wall.
I said completely. You clicked off the thing again!
Oh.
You should never click here.
Oh. But I was checking something.
Then click back
Oh,
here
no.
after you're
My-
done.
I went
Setmo
to
left the
sleep.
game.
My phone went to sleep and I got kicked out. I'm coming back.
I am going to see where Mom is.
Setmo joined the game.
Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Slurp, slurp. Oops. And Alex is back. Oh. You can only sleep at night. Did she sleep? Is that how it got to daytime? I was too busy going wah 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 wah.
Or
Okay, some of your yellow stuff grew too.
wheat.
Is that what it is?
Yes. 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 Yeah.
20 more minutes in the live stream.
Stuff is wheat.
Ow, ow! I really dislike these berries. I dislike these berries.
But sort of, well, the berries are where most of our food comes from. So you should probably start to like them for not letting you starve to death.
True, true, but they are pricky.
Yeah, that's one of the ways they stop you from starving to death. Freaking you to death instead.
What's Mom doing just standing there?
She's probably in her room control.
Ah. Oh, she's in the chests. That's what's going on. And you're building a roof.
We would need to get something else to eat.
I don't like that they made Y up and down instead of Z.
Why?
Because usually, like, if you just have X and Y, the normal thing, you can really do it any way you want, but the normal thing is X and left and right, and Y is up and down on like a piece of paper. But usually, if you're in 3 dimensions, X and Y are both like directions on the ground, and Z is up and down. But that's not how Minecraft is. Minecraft has X and Z as the coordinates along the ground, and Y is the up and down. And it always messes me up and confuses me.
How do you know? It doesn't have to say.
Well, because if you try jumping, you'll notice it's your Y coordinate that changes. That's the
What
second.
if the coordinates are just in
No, they're X, Y, Z. If you put on the full, like, data screen where it tells you everything,
on
it tells you.
the computer?
Yeah, like on the computer.
You can't do that.
That's too bad. What?
What?
I'm just. I got disconnected.
Me too. Mom.
You gotta get right back in. Oh, her world's not there. As he investigates, I will, I don't know, count 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Is this interesting? Is this interesting? I could read from a book. Should I read from a book? That might be exciting. Exciting and new. I could read from a really old book. Elementary Basic. Learning to program your computer in BASIC with Sherlock Holmes.
Start a timer.
This is...
Start a timer.
Why am I starting a timer? What year is this from?
This won't count as part of my time.
This is from 1982. I was going to read from this.
Start a timer. This does not count as my time.
Why? What's going on with Mom?
Mom's phone died.
She was not plugged in.
So we're just waiting for it to recharge back up a little so we can start timer, but then you can leave that, and then however long the timer ends up to be, we'll add to the end of the
Okay,
hour.
starting a
Like
stopwatch.
17 minutes. We
Starting
do
a stopwatch.
hour and 17 minutes. Oh yeah, stopwatch, not time.
Okay. Chapter 1. The Analytical Engine. I'm skipping the preface And I'm hoping that the people who wrote this book will not mind at all that I'm putting a few minutes of this on YouTube, because this is a 1982 book about an obsolete computer language. But it was sort of creative because they put it like Sherlock Holmes. In an incoherent, and as I deeply feel, an entirely inadequate fashion, I have endeavored to give some account of the remarkable career of Mr. Sherlock Holmes as a criminal investigator and consulting detective. As the reader is undoubtedly well aware, my companion's interests were as broad as nature herself, and often spoke on an amazing variety of subjects, as though he had made a special study of each. In my modest chronicles of the cases that I have had the privilege to share with Sherlock Holmes, I have often alluded to his numerous publications, but I have said nothing before of his unparalleled contributions to the development of the analytical engine. My first introduction to the analytical engine was in the late spring, shortly after the conclusion of one of the most ghastly adventures we had ever shared, which I have chronicled under the heading of The Adventure of the Speckled Band. The entire day, Holmes was in a mood that some would call taciturn. He was most unsettled, smoked incessantly, played snatches on his violin, sank into reveries, and hardly answered the casual questions that I put to him. We sat through a silent dinner together, after which, pushing his plate aside, he revealed to me the problem with which he was preoccupied. You can never foretell what one mind will come up with, Watson, but you can say with precision what an average person will do. Get over here. Let's see. Individuals vary, but percentages remain constant. And while we have not yet grasped the results that the human mind alone can attain, it has had its distinct limitations. There are only particular individuals on whom we can rely to produce the same chain of logical argument from one occasion to the next. I certainly wouldn't argue with you, Holmes, I replied, but as yet we haven't found a suitable replacement for human reasoning. Oh, on the contrary, Watson, he answered nonchalantly. Have you ever heard of the analytical engine? I know of no substitute for the mind of man. Holmes chuckled. Then you must learn of it. It is an ingenious mechanism, a machine that has displayed a considerable talent for deductive reasoning, far superior to the average logician. You recall my intervention in the matter of that notebook floating in the River Cam last month? I am not likely soon to forget the sight of that bloated face staring up at me, Holmes, I replied grimly, considering the sorry state of mankind that such events should come to pass. What connection has the late professor with this engine? Is it back?
Yeah, but
Okay.
no. She just exited, and she's not starting again until she has 10%.
Okay. So I will continue reading Elementary Basic by Henry Ledgard and Andrew Singer. Well, as you may remember, my investigation led me to the Cavendish Laboratories, and it was there that I had occasion to study the engine, if only briefly. Since then, I have been in correspondence with mathematicians at Cambridge who have been conducting experiments.
Traffic is why it will take 5 minutes to get to Anytime Fitness.
Yes. Since then, I have been in correspondence with mathematicians at Cambridge who have been conducting experiments with it. Watson, I do not exaggerate when I say that the analytical engine is capable of solving, within minutes, complex numerical problems that would keep 5 of London's finest mathematicians working for hours. Furthermore, it is adept at logic and has a perfect memory for detail. The engine also has its limits, he continued.
Apparently you aren't paying attention to the attack.
Oh, what's somebody say? Cool houses, Alex.
Who said that?
Alex.
I said it.
Furthermore, the engine also has its limits, he continued. It can only undertake problems whose solutions are spelled out in minute detail and that are presented in its own peculiar language. Really, Holmes, sometimes you go too far with my patience, I exclaimed. You expect me to believe that this device is capable of solving problems, has a perfect memory, and actually speaks a language of its own? No, my dear Watson, you take me too literally. The analytical engine does indeed have a language of its own, but communications must be written out. Now, you tell me it can read? In a sense, yes. I threw up my arms in a desperate gesture and began to rise from the table. I fear I am going too fast for you, Watson. Bear with me for a moment, and I shall do my utmost to explain all this to you. Everything I say is true, but let me assure you that the analytical engine hardly resembles a human being. Its language is actually a highly logical code, designed by mathematicians in order to operate the engine. This code is not difficult to master, but it does require considerable discipline. It has a very small vocabulary, which is nothing to compare with the English tongue. This vocabulary is arranged into statements according to a limited set of rules. The major problem in communicating with the engine is that one must use the utmost care and precision in giving it instructions, for it has no imagination whatsoever and cannot correct even trivial errors in spelling or punctuation. It is, after all, like other machines, in that it has no awareness of the tasks that it performs. Therefore, it will obey the most unreasonable of instructions. For example, if it is told to print the number 0 ad infinitum, it will continue to do so for hours on end, until a human being finally causes it to stop. But Holmes, how does one give instructions to this engine? I asked, scarcely crediting my companion's remarks thus far, and wondering whether perhaps his penchant for cocaine had finally betrayed his reason. By writing a set of instructions in code and supplying them mechanically to the engine. Such a set of instructions is called a program, because it is an orderly and precise procedure for solving a problem. The art of writing programs is called, reasonably enough, programming. Of what relevance is this strange machine to you, Holmes? I intend to employ the engine whenever possible in my future criminal cases, he replied. As you know, I have been rather overburdened with work in recent months, so the engine's speed and potential accuracy are most attractive to me. It has a great capacity for dealing with large amounts of information as well. But Holmes, I interrupted, do you truly expect this device, if it is as unimaginative as you say, to actually solve crimes? Not at all, my dear Watson, said Holmes with a laugh. I dare say it is not clever enough to replace my brain, but it will be useful for storing information, as well as for performing certain repetitive tasks that absorb too much of my time. Of most interest to me is that it will provide a means of expressing my logical methods in a rigorous form, and perhaps be useful in communicating to others my modest attempts at formulating a science of deduction. Okay, how are we doing here? Okay, 1.1 commentary. Actually, Charles Babbage and his collaborator, Lady Augusta Ada Lovelace, Lord Byron's daughter, had between them worked out most of the fundamental principles upon which modern computing is based. The analytical engine was indeed the forerunner of today's computers. Holmes's insight into the promises and pitfalls of the computer is striking. The ability to handle great amounts of data, to remember even the tiniest detail, to make extremely accurate calculations, and to obey instructions over and over again are all well recognized. What are not so well recognized are the pitfalls, the often endless details, the intolerance to error, the annoying idiosyncrasies, and the need for unremitting rigor. Your first attempt at programming is likely to be a frustrating experience. The demanding precision to which Holmes alludes is quite unfamiliar to most people. You must struggle to piece together a variety of computer instructions, making changes almost randomly and hoping somehow the computer program will work. You might desperately put a line into your program that says, print the answer, and expect the computer to print the correct result. This would be futile. To get a computer to do your bidding, you must tell it precisely what you want it to do in exactly the proper way. When you do this, you have at your command a kind of modern genie. For example, this entire book, has been typed using a specialized computer called a word processor. This computer has made it possible for us to modify the text in small and large ways, and then print out revised versions quickly for study and further improvement. When we were finished revising the manuscript, this computer reproduced our text in a form that made it possible. I'm less than a page. I did it. Okay, we're not going to finish. We were so close to the end of the chapter. Sorry, folks, but I guess Mom is ready again.
You can't tell because his throat is open.
Yeah, but I should read the rest of that chapter. You start. I'm just gonna go. There's like 2 paragraphs left in this chapter.
Wait, how long?
Press T,
Extra 11
return,
minutes,
or
but I
Control or
won't
D-pad right to
stop
open
this timer
chat.
until I finish reading this.
Okay.
When we were finished revising the manuscript, this computer reproduced our text in a form that made it possible for another computer to typeset the book automatically. Babbage would be especially satisfied if he were alive today, for it was his desire to eliminate error from type tables that led him to develop the difference engine from which the analytical engine evolved. In fact, this early computer was designed to set type to enable the printing of the tables. In the chapters that follow, Holmes will introduce all that you need to know in order to write first-rate computer programs yourself. In the first adventure, Murder in the Metropolitan Club, you will observe as Holmes writes an algorithm. The concept of an
Mom was shot by
algorithm
arrow.
is the most fundamental idea you need to grasp in order to write programs. Having introduced the subject, Holmes then presents his algorithm coded in BASIC. It is there that we begin to discuss the subject of programming languages and how they are used to solve problems. Dun dun dun! Dun dun dun!
I was right on top of the house and
Dun dun dun!
right.
Dun dun dun!
Dun, dun,
Okay, that was Elementary Basic, Learning to Program Your Computer in Basic with Sherlock Holmes by Henry Ledgard and Andrew Singer. That was Chapter 1. I hope you all enjoyed Chapter 1 from 1982 about BASIC, a language that isn't really used anymore. Yeah.
I didn't. You know why?
Why didn't you enjoy it?
Maybe because I wasn't here for most of it.
Yeah, well, you can watch it on the replay later.
I was.
And then maybe you can read the book yourself. Okay, 13 minutes.
Slowly, slowly.
And I'm going to get back into the room.
So the stream is going to be an hour and 13 minutes.
Yes. Which, since we're at just about an hour now, 15 more minutes.
Oh no, ants don't need 2 crafting tables. Well, that fixes the problem. Done. I'm doing it. No, not doing it. Why do you use bamboo to make scaffolding? No!
Setmo joined the game. Setmo was blown up by Creeper.
Oh, that was me. Respawn.
Dad!
I had just spawned.
Ow!
Who's hitting me?
You punched me.
No, I didn't punch you. I was putting dirt into. down. Look. Oh, chicken.
How can you want a chicken right now?
Why? What's wrong?
You destroyed my
Mom is sleeping in a bed.
campfire.
To skip to dawn,
Campfire was
all
there?
players need to sleep in beds at the
Yeah.
same
Oh,
time.
Mom is sleeping in a bed. Oh, I'm supposed to be in the red. Red bed.
You're glad this was an easy fix.
Yes.
No, why aren't I in the middle bed? I should be the middle bed. It should be the middle bed, right?
Yes, because you're the king of this world. No, it's Mom's world. She should be the middle of the bed.
No, but that's where the crack should be.
Oh no, another one! Ah!
No!
I.
Dad,
Yeah.
as you should be aware of, we currently do not possess enough materials to fix all of the stuff you bring.
I ran away from it as soon as I saw it.
Nope. Patch it up with dirt.
I don't have any dirt. I'll dig some more dirt. from underneath. And this will be a secret room.
Yeah, I do stuff like that every single time paper explodes.
Mom was shot by arrow.
Oh.
You know what's good about how it tracks in Terraria?
What?
You need one. Dad!
What?
You never clicked back onto the right thing again!
Oh, I'm sorry.
Next time we do this, you're sitting there. If that is going.
Oops.
You know what's good about rails in Terraria?
Now what?
So you only need one wood, one iron or lead bar, and you can make 50. This takes one stick and 6 iron bars to make 16.
Does it?
Yes. See, you've made yourself a
What?
I see you've made yourself a home.
Yeah, this is my new home. That's a good idea. It's a little dank in here.
What do you mean?
Dark?
This side.
I need a ladder.
Stairs.
No, I don't think enough for
Then make enough room.
I have to.
It's a house. It doesn't have enough room for stairs. That's a terrible house.
See, I need to make another. See, in order to walk up the stairs, I need to break another block there. And then that's another.
Great.
So it really should be a ladder. What do you need to make a ladder? One.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. These off. This for
Lots of steps.
don't even know your house is there.
No, no one will ever see the trapdoor. What are you planting a tree next to my house?
Help high.
Understood.
The tree grew right.
I need more wood.
I'm gonna chop down the tree.
But not the one you just put next to me. You can walk
Okay, bye. I hope you die.
Wait a second.
I mean, come back safe.
Uh-huh. Thank you.
What? What's wrong? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I'll just put the gate there.
So, Alex, after this, do you want to go to Grandma's house to work on the puzzle for a little bit?
But it's hard puzzle.
Yeah.
Ow! Ow!
And now all that's left are the blue pieces.
All the blue pieces.
Yeah.
So I have to put together the entire ocean.
Yeah, she finished all the continents. All that's left are oceans.
Setmo,
Yes?
any chance you have any stone?
I only have this iron block.
Put it in the blast furnace.
That's this one, right?
Yeah.
Done. Where'd all my wood go?
Walexixala says mom.
I need some torches.
Mom is sleeping in a bed. To skip to dawn, all players need to sleep in beds at the same time.
Okay, I'm coming. I understand the bed.
Walexixala says I need.
Wait,
Walexixala says stone.
I tried to go out the window.
You can try to walk out the window. It's not going to work very well.
Now slam the door in my face.
It would work better on the computer. Wait. Oh, there's some here. Ow!
There it is.
Ow!
By the way, time is up. So wrap it up whenever you choose, and then we'll turn on the sound and wait for. Alright, well, I'll go to a live stream and wait for us to hear hear you say goodbye, and then we'll actually hit stop.
Dad,
Yes?
I'm doing something for you.
What are you doing?
I'm making sure you don't die.
I need stone too. Do you have any stone for me?
In the chest. In the chest.
Which chest?
Sword drill chest.
Oh yeah, there's lots of stone.
What?
I tried to get all the stone, and instead I just made a whole row of 8s. I just wanted a stack of stone.
I'll show them in a minute.
Okay.
I'll show them the part in the chest. I can't show them.
Okay, I'll just
part.
deal with the part I have. I'll just take the 8.
Oh wait, wrong chest.
Wait, it shows up completely
8.
differently than mine. Yours is like
8.
up and down.
Yeah, there's a setting to change it.
Oh, okay.
You have yours more like the computer. Looking good.
Why'd you come into my house?
I thought you'd like those
What did you give me?
torches.
Oh, thank you. Yes, definitely. Light fuse. No. Not a block of wood.
If you give Dad a gift in Minecraft, you should give him a pickaxe. Oh wait, 3 things. One of these 3 things: a pickaxe, torches, or a already completely built underground house. Right? Right?
Yes.
Or blue dot. Dad, you know what I'm trying to do right now?
No.
I am currently trying to fix the problem that has started happening since you have entered the world.
What? What problem is that?
Creeper explosions.
Oh. Yeah, oops. Okay, I'm actually going to put all my stuff in my chest since I'm about to jump out.
You are?
Yeah. In case any of you need it while I'm not in the world.
You need what?
Any of the stuff I have. I mean,
While you're gone,
not that my stuff is great, but...
While you're gone, maybe I can work on helping you with your house.
Okay, and I am out. And now I'm going to bring up YouTube and open the live stream and listen to it a little bit, even though it's already over there, but I want to be able to hear it on my headphones.
Setmo left the game.
And there we go. I'm watching. Now, Alex,
What?
time to say goodbye.
Time to say goodbye, goodbye, bye, 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 bye. Time to say goodbye, bye, 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 Alex. It's time for Alex to say bye, to say bye, to say bye. It's time for Alex to say bye, 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 bye.
Okay, now once I've heard him say that and heard me say this, then we'll actually hit stop. After I say bye to, bye to!
After I say bye to, 5 times. Bye to. Bye to. Bye to. Bye to. Okay, one last bye to.
That
was
it.
No, one fast. You
You already said it.
Okay, 6. 1. 6. 1. No, 7. Bye to.
So you have one more.
Yeah. Oh no.
Not now. And plug it back in.
Sorry about that. I'm going until I get to 5%. How about that?
Oh, there's a little light at the very top of the live stream. Oops.
I know. And bottom.
Oh, I don't see. Okay, yeah.
Oh.
Wait, have you done your last buy two yet?
No, two.
You're milking some extra time out of this.
This shouldn't count as play.
It does.
Why? Why? You aren't even playing.
When it's still occupying my time, and I could be doing something else.
Oh no. Fine. Buy two, buy two.
Okay. That was the end. Bye.
Wait. You have to hear it, right?
Yeah.
You have to hear the.
I won't actually hit the stop button until I hear that happen. Otherwise-
Until you hear the buy.
Yeah.
Or until I leave. Okay. Until
But
you leave the room.
until you, are you about to leave the room?
Yeah.
I think the very, very left-hand side of the screen is off the edge too.
Yeah, it is. I have to hit the button. Leaving the room. Hello. You can expand it.
But now you can't see us. Okay, leave the room. Ah!
Bye.
Now I'm just waiting to see him get off the rest and then, or leave the room, and then I'm going to stop.